What's going on to you, Scorpios? You have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Moon, Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, Ten of Wands, the Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands. You have the Page of Wands and the Eight of Cups. A lot of wand cards, a lot of obstacles, a lot of difficulties. Let's see, right? Let's not judge. Let's see. Queen of Swords, Two of Wands, the Moon. Someone that you were trying to get to know, that they looked like they wanted to hang out with you. It looked like they was interested in you, but then they end up flaking. They just wasn't picking up their phone. Try to call them, they ain't picking up their phone, right? Basically, the Moon, they ghosted you. Well, the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups is about how a lot of you Scorpios is like, should you continue to even try your hand with these people again? And a lot of you, Ten of Wands, a lot of you decided to be like, nah, you're not gonna waste any more of your precious time trying to talk to people who ghosted you. Who, I remember talking to somebody and they've been, they so busy trying to chase after me and send me low-key subliminals. And then when I go ahead and I finally give them a chance, they disappear for 3 weeks because they just that goofy. So, very goofy, by the way. So, now that you're not really paying attention, Seven of Wands, you're getting right back out there. You're concentrating on yourselves as well as trying to meet new people. But guess what? This person now has a problem with that. Now that you're not calling them, you're not texting them, you're not wasting any more of your energy. They sitting up over here watching their phone, like waiting for you to call so that they can get validated. But now that you Scorpios are not doing that to them anymore, you're not making them feel validated, quote unquote, anymore by sending them text messages and calling them and trying to come over to see how they're doing. Now those people are starting to sweat. Oh, this is what happens when people like to play games. And these games that people be playing be making them look stupid, because at the end of the day, when you Scorpios paying them attention, why didn't they want to show you attention? Why didn't they want to pay you any kind of attention? No, they wanted to act like, oh no, now that, and this goes right back into that push-pull relationship where a push-pull relationship is very much so a dysfunctional relationship. We call it codependent. We call it dependency issues, where when you into them, they pull back. Oh, okay. Nah, you're smothering me. All these stupid excuses. But then when you go, all right, I'm smothering you. Okay, fine. Don't want to be smothering you. Have yourselves a good one. Now it's, how come you're not trying to pay attention? What? Shut up. Shut up. Shut your stupid behind up. Because the question is, how come they didn't appreciate you when you were there? And see, it really goes to show you why it is that I say that people who play games they're not the brightest bulb on a tree. Because every time that I've ever seen people who like to play all these games, they were never 100% of the time. They had something going on with them. They came out of the psych ward. They were known for that. They couldn't keep friends. They sabotaged their friendships. They spent so much time trying to stunt on you, Scorpios, to the point where their life is in shambles. And all of this stuff is self-inflicted. The Knight of Wands, here they are. Look at the bandage around this person's head. All of these wounds are self-inflicted, literally. Because now they spend all this time not paying attention to you for why? For what? ¿Por qué? Why? Why? What was the point? Did they even know what exactly the point was? They had it. They was laying on the bed with the phone right next to them, doing whatever it is that they doing. You think they had people? They ain't have anybody. They didn't have anybody laying next to them. because those people can't keep people in their life. And then they went ahead now and looked at your stuff. It was like, oh, okay, okay, cool, I'm gonna go ahead. But now that you Scorpios are like, this is a dub. It's a waste of my time. Now they're mad now. Page of Wands. You're moving forward. The Eight of Cups. You're already starting to try to talk to other people. Yeah, you're not doing this again. See, and this is what I'll be trying to tell you, Scorpios. People will be trying to get y'all through the looks. I bet you was a fine person on either side. I bet you was a fine person. I bet you was a fine person. I bet you. I bet you. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. Knight of Cups, the Star, King of Cups, Four of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Star, to clarify the Seven of Wands. Their hopes is to have you wrapped around their finger because they want you to try harder, Listen, let me not even try harder. What is this concept of try harder? As long, I said this before, and I may have to make a video kind of clowning this idea of try harder. That goes how delusional. I really want to say something else. People are try harder. As long as you Scorpios are decent, y'all ain't playing games, and you step to people, if a person ain't into you, something off. If a person ain't into you, either they got somebody already legitimately, or they, whatever, some sort of ethnicity thing, whatever it is. If not, and you a decent individual, you stepping to them correctly, something off. Because people come up with all types of stupid reasons enough to not date somebody. Oh, I don't like your hair. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like XYZ. I don't like the sneakers that you got. I don't like the fact that your sneakers is a combination of red and blue. All this all the stupid stuff. But guess what, though? But then when they don't have anybody, they be wishing upon a star, being by themselves, being in this imaginary world with this perfect individual, being quite happy to be by themselves because they got that magic person up in their head. Okay, fine. The King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles now represents, all right, that's okay. You Scorpios got this. So guess what you did? You sailed the freak away. Okay, cool. You stay here, right? The Star card, because again, this is proof of it. They want that imaginary individual, that knight in shining armor. That's what it is that they're hoping for. They're imagining that in their head. This knight in shining armor type stuff. Okay, well, this knight in shining armor is not you. Even though, forget a knight in shining armor, you Scorpios are kings and queens. But they're focused on the knight. Four of Pentacles, you realize that there's nothing for you to prove. And that's the problem that they having. They know good and well that you Scorpios are striving and thriving to be great, well-rounded people, but they got this plan in their head. They got to go around the world. This is why it is I say go around the world in 80 days. When I say go around the world in 80 days, I'm talking about how people will end up having these big elaborate plans that don't end up really serving them. You know why? Because they'll go around ignoring you, get with somebody else to do what? To get you Scorpios to be jealous, to get you to try harder, whatever that concept means. Because I'm telling, and I'm going to show and prove, that ideology is stupid. That concept of try harder. And now that when you, Scorpio, saw the type of people that they like, you stepped off, and now they're stuck with somebody. And they did it to themselves. But that's what happens when somebody chooses to be very delusional like that. They get what they ask for.